Good morning. It is February the 15th, and this morning I'm getting up to go to Leeds. But first, I thought I'd fill you in. I've got a new car again. Basically, I have bought a BMW M3. Now, for a couple of reasons, this has been a dream car of mine since I was about 16 years old. But yeah, I actually finally went and bought one. I love it. It's the coolest thing in the world. And I don't want to drive it up to Leeds because fueling it to Leeds will be like fueling a jet plane because it's a 4-litre V8. So my mum and dad are in America at the moment. My dad has given me permission to borrow his car. So it's got a full tank of fuel, so I'm going to go and swap mine for his, leave mine on my mum and dad's drive for the day, and pop up in his just for convenience sake. But this is it. This is my new car. Right, good morning. So let me tell you more about this car. So basically, when I was 16 years old, 9 years ago now, my brother and my brother-in-law bought a charity rally experience for my dad. And what that was you buy a car for less than £1,000, which he did that bit, but we bought the entries into the rally, and you basically pick a theme, get dressed up in like a theme. So ours was Best of British, and then you drive around Europe in the car that you have bought. So we bought a little Subaru for I think £750, and then drove around Europe dressed as, my dad was Winston Churchill, and my brother was David Beckham, my brother-in-law was Freddie Mercury, and I was Jerry Halliwell. Trust me. Yeah, and it was great, and it was the most amazing thing. But on the way, we went to a place, if you're into motorsport, which a lot of my fans are, then obviously you'll know about this place. But if you're not, a place called the Nürburgring. Now, it is the longest race circuit in the world, and it is basically a mecca of motorsport. It's a real kind of tick off the bucket list if you're into racing and stuff. And I went there, and we all went round in the Subaru that we bought. 4 of us in this car, all of the gear. I mean, the tyres were smoking on the arches. We had a big knock in the engine that was going the whole time. We were just kind of nursing this car around, but we wanted to go round, you know. Anyway, so afterwards, whilst we were having lunch, I was like, lads, I'm just going to go to the toilet. And I went out into the car park where there's all these amazing supercars and beautiful cars. And I went and spoke to a lot of people, and I said, look, it's my dad's 50th, we bought him here, he's never been here before, but he's been racing for, 30 years or whatever. I really want him to go round in something fast, something really fast. Like, would you take him round in your cars, in your supercars, rather than our £750 old banger? Anyway, a few people said no. A lot of the people there were foreign. I didn't speak their language, so obviously that didn't work. And then I came across a couple of gentlemen who owned M3s. One of them just like this. One of them was a track-built M3, and the other one was a road-built M3, which is like this, in white. And both of them were like, yeah, we'll take you around, no worries. And they said, we'll take each one of you round. So we all got to go round. So I got in the car with the guy that they'd named Nasty. I was like, why do they call you Nasty? And his mate was like, oh, you'll find out in a minute. So he took me around, and he was an incredible driver. And ever since then, I have pined for these cars. I've just looked at them and thought, oh, that's amazing. And they're the only M3 ever to have a V8, which sounds incredible. I mean, you'll never really get the sound from this video. It sounds so much better in person. What I have got to bear in mind is, although it's my daily, it is a high performance car, and driving it to Leeds and back when I don't necessarily have to is probably not the smartest idea. So I am basically going to go now to my mum and dad's, and then what I'm going to do is pick up a girl called Michelle Westby, who is a drift racing driver. So she does like loads of drifting. But she's also been invited into the Porsche series that I've been invited to this year. And what we're going to do is go up to Leeds, where there is the Ginetta factory. And in the Ginetta factory, I think we're going to have a tour and all sorts like that. But what they've also got is one of the best simulators in the whole of Europe. And a simulator, to anybody who doesn't know, is like a big computer game where you actually sit in a car and have screens around you like the size of a cinema. It sort of moves with you, and it simulates a car. So it simulates a race car, it simulates the tracks that we are actually going to race on this year. And this is what Formula 1 drivers, touring car drivers, and all these professional racing drivers use when they can't get out on the track to practice. So I've been on a couple of these before, I know Michelle has as well, but this is supposedly the best one in the whole of Europe. So definitely looking forward to going up there and checking that out and having a go. This is all for the Porsche Carm Trophy. If you don't know about the Porsche Carm Trophy, it's a series that I am racing in basically this year. It's all the proceeds from the Porsche Carm Trophy, the same as for my album that I released in December, go to Calm Mental Health Charity, which is mental health and suicide prevention charity, getting people to talk more and be a better friend. So that's kind of the crux of it. But if you haven't and would like to donate and help us out, I will put the link in the description of this video to where you can donate. You can donate even just like a tenner, and it makes a massive difference. But yeah, the other thing we're doing at the moment is putting people's photos on our race cars. So if you donate a tenner and then send in your photo of you or your little boy or your little girl, or you know, a loved one or somebody who's passed away, so you want it in memory of them, you can do any of that. Send us the photo and we'll put it on the race car throughout 2020. So yeah, it's really exciting. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my journey and I'm going to go and get my dad's car. But anyway, yeah. What's up? I thought that my dad had a phone mount, oops, up here somewhere, but turns out you're down there. So yeah, I'm just gonna film from there. But basically, I'm back in my dad's car. So I've left my car at my mum and dad's. Yeah, I'm now on my way to Stevenage. Should take me about an hour and a half, and then I'm gonna get Michelle in the car. And we're going to start on our merry way to Leeds. So yeah, should be good. Should be a good day. Everything's on plan so far. When I got to my mum and dad's, my sister, my brother-in-law and my little niece were there. Molly had just woken up, my niece, so she was a little bit grumpy, but it's what it is. I guess that's being a baby for you. What's up, guys? So I didn't know where I was going. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting lost, and I was like, I don't think I found it. Then I found this, which is Michelle's race car. So I assume I'm in the right place. What's going on, guys? This is Michelle, and we are just at the Ginetta factory. Got some of their old cars here that are very pretty looking things. But yeah, the SimTrack guy's just come to get us. He's just in there somewhere. And we're going to do some simulator racing today. Right, so this is the simulator room. This is the car. It is actually an old racing car that they've taken the wheels and everything else off of. Michelle's just vlogging and all. Alright, so this is it. I'm gonna have a go.
Everyone's on the panels, obviously. That's your shift light there, so when they flash blue, that's when you're changing up. Gear indicator is there.
Okay.
It's good to go.
Alright, so
wait, go.
So I just had my go, just sitting here with Phil, and Michelle is in the car at the minute. Alright, so this one is Thruxton, and we are racing here later in the year. I've never actually driven at this track, so this is new to me. It looks very fast. So I've just had my first little go in the SimTrack race car, and we were driving at Silverstone, which is where our first race is for the Porsche Calm Trophy. I'm gonna basically now get you to speak to somebody who knows a little bit more about it so they can explain it in a more professional way. So if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi guys, I'm Adam. I'm founder and director of SimTrack here, based at Ginetta Cars up in Leeds. We're the North's premier race driver training simulator centre, and we work with race drivers from all levels, from amateurs right through to pros in British GT and touring cars, to help them improve their skills behind the wheel. Sam and Michelle and the guys from the Calm All Porsche Trophy have joined us today to come and experience what we do here, learn some of the tracks that they're going to be racing on throughout the year, and hopefully giving them a few hints and tips.
Safely, so that if we get it wrong, we don't actually crash anything. So that's the idea behind it. But yeah, it's going well so far.
It's good, yeah. We've done Silverstone National, and now we're going to have a look at Thruxton, see if we can get them up to speed on that track as quickly as possible.
Never driven there, so we'll try that now. What? There's a step there, guys.
Yeah.
Jesus. Right, so we've had a little had a good go on the sim, and we're just having a tour around the Ginetta factory. Some of this I can show you, some of it I can't because it's top secret. So guys, big thank you to SimTrack and the guys at the Porsche Calm Trophy. Me and Michelle are on our way back home now, but yeah, it's been a wicked day.